Oh, hi there, and welcome to Minecraft. Lots of people ask me how we make these map walls that are standing behind me. So today, I'm going to show you. Okay, so before we start, there's a few things you're going to need. You're going to need some redstone, you're going to need some iron ingots, you're going to need some sticks, some leather, and some sugarcane to make paper. Now, it's really easy. We need to, first of all, make some compasses. So, simple as that. You just pop a piece of redstone in the middle, and then if we just split that there, oh, whoops, that there, and that there, that can make a compass. So we've got 32. That's enough for the time being. We then want some paper, so let's just take some of that and turn that into paper. And then if we take our 32 compasses and then put the paper all the way around the outside, that then makes us a map. We're going to need more maps than that though, so let's just get the rest of the paper. And then we'll also need an item frame. So you're going to need a cow to give you leather, you need some sticks. So let's just put that there and then do the same thing, and there's some item frames. So I'll just do that and get lots more, and then we'll look at sticking them on the wall. Right, so we have lots more now. I only need, well, 9 to be honest, but I've got 32. So if we just stick some item frames on these 9 blocks there, that is basically where our map's going to be. Now, maps have been around for a very long time. I think from about 1.7 onwards, it changed where you can put a map in an item frame and it then takes up the entire area. But we'll come to that in a second. So if we forget the item frames for a second, look at a map. So I've got an empty map. Let me just get rid of the rest. Oh, whoops. If we open this up now, right click obviously, it then loads up the area. So that is that. We could put that straight up there and be done with it. But, and obviously, well, yeah, we'll need to grab some more. So let's take that out, and what I want to do is basically go off and say, if this is the centerpiece, I want to go off in every direction until I get to the end of the map. So if we look there, yeah, that's going the right way. So we wander, swim, and now we've passed the point, so we've now become a dot. So if you look at the right dot at the bottom, you can see there's like a player face, and then so we're in this map, and then we've got a dot, which means we're outside the map. So what we can do, take this map away, and what I like to do is basically try and replicate the scale of that map in my inventory, so I know that where I'm working. So I can then take this one, open it up, and there we go. And then I'd pick a side. So let's go this way. Hope I don't die. Oh, yeah, you might want to look where you're going. That's usually useful. But yeah, basically copy the same route all the way through. Just go until you've gone out of view. Hopefully we can do it without climbing that mountain. Just, right, okay. So that's gone that way, and we can load it up. And then we just basically, you can see at this bottom corner that we haven't quite got it. So what I need to do is just move a little bit further that direction in order to actually fit into it. But we're going to do that, get all 9 of them done, and then we'll look at putting them on the wall. Okay, so gone round and done all 9 maps. So if we just basically bring these 3 down here for a moment, all we need to do is just place them one at a time in the order we made them, next to each other. Now as you can see, these are fitting seamlessly. Oh, I missed a corner there. So again, this is because we didn't explore properly. So all we have to do is basically take that map and just go sort of more into it, and then load it the chunks, and it basically renders that area. But that can be done at any point, done it there as well. But yeah, but what this does is after 1.7, the map actually takes up the entire block, not just the item frame, so it does spread out a little bit. We can do the same obviously with all these ones and those ones. Now, say the reason I put them all in that order in my inventory is just because it makes it a lot easier to place them on here. So there we go, that's a complete map. Little green dot here, that basically indicates where the map is. It's just, you know, if you think it's just like a you are here type thing. So that's what that is, and that'll always be there. But yeah, that's quite cool. There's a few other cool things we can do in maps, and I'll just show you that now. So did you know that you can place item frames on literally any side of a block? So you don't have to be a wall. So for example, you could make a really funky map on just one block, 6 item frames. Could be interesting. Or, like I've done, You can put them on the ceiling, you can put them on the floor. They'll butt up right up against each other. There is a little bit of a seam there where you just miss a tiny bit where the edge of this one goes under that one and the edge of that one goes under that one. But if you're looking at this, it actually looks pretty cool. So you want a duplicate map. Easy. Take the map that you've got. So this one. If we go to crafting table, we can pop that in there with a empty map. So let's just put one empty map in there. Oh, well, that'll do. So we now have 2 copies of that map. We can put one copy up there, and we have one in our hand, so we can walk around with it, which is great. And say on this one, you can see the little white marker, which is me, and then you can see the green one, which is the map on the wall, so it can give you an idea of where things are. We're not done there, though, because if you wanted to, you can scale this map up. So as standard, the basic map, the one we've got in my hand now, each pixel on the map represents 1 block. The entire region or the area of the map is 128 by 128 blocks, or 8 by 8 chunks. Now, that works for most people. It certainly works for me all the time. But if you want to make it bigger, you can zoom out by obviously 1 bit of paper around each side. So you need 8 bits of paper and the map, and then you get a larger map, which will obviously have to populate. But you can do that 4 times. So you can go from 128 by 128 blocks to 256 to 256, which is basically doubling it. 2 blocks is a pixel. Or double it again to 512 by 512, double it again by 124 by 124, and double it again by 2048 by 2048. Not as expensive as it sounds. You basically need 40 more bits of paper from your original map. So if we do that, and that, and that, and then we've reached the maximum. So you can see how tiny that original map is in there. So I think we should populate that and then just come back and have a look at it in a moment. Well, I regret doing that now. That has literally taken me about an hour in real time in Creative, flying around trying to fill in this map, but it's now done, so I hope it's worth it. Obviously, this is a much larger scale. This is the biggest map you can get in normal unmodded Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft. And just to put things in perspective, obviously we've got this one, which is sort of the basic scale, the sort of the standard size. You've got, what is it, 3 by 3 by 3 by 3, so you've got 27 maps there. All of that area, top to bottom, covers approximately this area here, maybe a little bit more, but it's much bigger. And obviously it means it's a positive, which means you can see a lot more of the world, which is great. But the negatives is you just can't see in the detail. So if you're building a massive project, then this sort of map works really well if you want to map out the entire world sort of thing. But if you want to show off builds on the server or on the map, so for example, this is my creative world. I've got a couple of test projects that you can just see there and there. They're nothing amazing, and obviously this little thing that we just built now, but they're nowhere near visible on this map. So you need to build the map dependent on what you actually need, not just because it's the biggest one. There's one other thing I want to show you in maps, and that is on the NH13 server, so I'll be there in 2 seconds. Another cool feature of maps is, see, we mentioned this green indicator, which indicates where the map is. Now, if you're like me and you're building in a large project, like this, you might want to use more than one map. So I've got, in this instance, I've got a map here in Swashbucklers Bay in the NH13 Amusement Park District, and I've got another one up here in the Welcome Centre. So with this one, this is a much larger map. You can see Swashbucklers Bay down here where the train station is. It's got the green indicator, that's the map. But also, this one up here is where we are right now. So as we complete this section off, we'll have maps in every district. And it's just going to be a good idea, a good way of seeing where things are, sort of important points. It's just a good way of putting indicators on the map. So that's something that I personally think is really cool. You might do too. Don't know. I'm sure it's useful, and if not, then I'm sure some of the other stuff we mentioned in this video will be useful. But if you learned something new today, please give this video a big like and a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, and obviously tell your friends about it too, because if you like it, there's a good chance they will too. But as always, I've been Geeky Gamer, you've been awesome, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.